John F. Kennedy told us, "Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country." Dr. King marveled the world when he told us his dream. Winston Churchill inspired a nation when it seemed there was no hope left. Eleanor Roosevelt was the voice of power when women had little. These leaders changed the world during their time, but they are but a few of the countless eminent figures that would mold cultures into what we experience every day during our time. Each and every leader has contributed some way to the astonishment we call life. They have instilled their vision in the minds of us all through one power: inspiration.
Naturally, every single human being enters this world as a follower who craves knowledge and wisdom on their journey through life. Leaders are those who emerge from the herd as pioneers and luminaries, creating avant-garde innovations and ideas, or spreading and amassing large quantities of followers to support a value that revolutionizes the future. But they can also simply be teachers, managers, executives, civil servants, and parents. The trials and paths we must undertake in living our lives will inadvertently lead us to the individuals who we must decide to either follow or deny. In our lifetime, we encounter leaders of all types, but it is up to us to accept who we will learn from and who we will not. Leaders have the power to influence, but it always falls on the followers to make the final decision.
Body free and a body less, y'all. Come again just to start afresh and once again to find a home in the moment of the meantime. Dropping in, coming through the mess, y'all. Checking in just to get it blessed, y'all. Hard to leave.
Every economic, political, and educational industry in the world has a leader. The hospitality industry can be considered one of the most recent industries of all, even though the nature of hospitality has been around since civilization itself. There have been very many prominent dignitaries who have shaped the composition of this industry as we see today. One of those is Steve Wynn, currently Chairman of the Board and Chief Executive Officer for the Wynn Resorts Limited. This individual is recognized as a fundamental role in the 1990s resurgence of the Las Vegas Strip. The now-known Mr. Steve Wynn was born Stephen Allen Weinberg on January 27, 1942 in New Haven, Connecticut. A few years after his birth, Mr. Wynn's father, Michael Weinberg, changed the family name to Wynn on the basis of avoiding anti-Semitic discriminatory actions. His father was an illegal bingo operator who passed away at a young age, leaving the family with a massive debt. Wynn dropped out of medical school and ran the family business. Eventually, it would lead him to becoming majority shareholder of the Golden Nugget, also operating and opening a casino in Atlantic City. Despite all of his tragedies and numerous accusations of being connected to the mob, this man succeeded far beyond any expectation. He would be responsible for the creation of the Mirage, Treasure Island, and the Bellagio. These would not only become Las Vegas landmarks, but spark an eruption on resorts and hotels with the same idea: tourist attractions and entertainment.
The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. It lingered there to touch your hair and walk with me. All summer long we sang a song and then we strolled.
As successful and powerful as he was, even Mr. Wynn made grave mistakes. His personal life was symbolic, with short tempers, divorces, and even a business feud made worldwide headlines. Regardless, in spite of all these negative aspects, as well as his retina disease, leaving him more and more blind every day, Wynn was an inspiration. His drive and vision are unparalleled. His leadership qualities are where books and schools receive their material from. He is the definition of a leader, and one who follows the directive style we learned in our own class. The stern, short-tempered, fastidious man known as Steve Wynn is an icon for any manager or executive in the industry. He formed Las Vegas into what it is today. Anyone in the industry can attest to noting that Mr. Wynn walks the floors and coaches line colleagues daily as if it was his first property. His passion and meticulous personality is a characteristic I personally choose to follow. And if anyone could be half the man he was, with all the obstacles and turmoil he's been through and overcame, we would be writing about him as well. I have been inspired, and one day, from what I have ascertained, maybe I can do the same.
Come on. Ha, sicker than your ass.